It begins with a profound sentence, a profound Vedic sentence. Brahma vidapnoti param. The knower of Brahman attains the highest. The knower of Brahman attains the highest. The whole of Vedanta, nay, the whole of religion is packed into this little statement. The knower of Brahman attains the highest. It tells us right away that the spiritual journey is not a journey in space, is not a journey in time. It is a journey of knowledge. From ignorance to knowledge is the spiritual journey. How do we know this? Because the words are the knower of Brahman. The emphasis is on the word the knower. So it's not a journey in space. It's not that you have to go somewhere. You have to go to Benares or Vrindavan. The spiritual journey usually starts in this country by people taking out their passports and getting a visa to India or backpacking it to India. You don't have to go to India or Benares or Vrindavan. You don't have to go to Mecca or Jerusalem. You don't have to go to any place. You don't even have to go to heaven. After death, you have to go to heaven or the abode of Vishnu or the abode of Shiva, Kailash or Vaikuntha. No. It's not a journey in space. It's not a journey in time either. That you have to wait until such and such time when God will be incarnated back on earth again. In Hinduism, you have so many incarnations of God. So you have to wait till God comes back to earth again. The second coming. No, you don't have to wait for a particular time. You don't even have to wait until death. God seems to be hiding behind the veil of death. That after death, a post-mortem religion. No, it's not a journey in time. You don't have to wait for something to happen. It's rather a journey, the Upanishad tells us, of knowledge. From ignorance to knowledge. What ignorance and what knowledge? From spiritual ignorance to spiritual knowledge. But what do I mean by spiritual ignorance? The Upanishad is very clear on the point. Ignorance about who or what we are. Right at this moment. Who are we? What are we? The Upanishad claims, contrary to our fondest beliefs, we do not know who we are. Swami Vivekananda would sometimes say with a touch of pathos, he would look at people, with great sadness he would say, if only you knew who you really are. If only you knew yourself as you truly are. So we do not have the knowledge of who we are. That's ignorance. And getting that knowledge, the knower of Brahman attains the highest. Getting that knowledge is knowledge, that is spiritual knowledge. So spiritual ignorance to spiritual knowledge. I'm not talking about secular ignorance about physics or mathematics or Sanskrit. That's one kind of ignorance. And that's remedied by secular knowledge. But here we are talking about spiritual ignorance and spiritual knowledge. So it's a journey from ignorance to knowledge. Brahma vidapnoti param. The knower of Brahman attains the highest.